music?
Boy, you read my thoughts. You've got the shinin.
You mean shining?
Shh! You want to get sued?
X, that synced with the music synced with the visual perfect.
Oh, yeah. I tweaked it a little bit, but yes.
Oh, okay. Hey, greetings, everyone.
And thank you.
It is May 6th, 2025, in the year of our Lord. Today's show was a pile of dog shit. So I am
Get out of here.
I'm here with Mr. Judy Tanuda and Mr. Whiskers, aka Xavier. And we're here to dissect the dying days of the Howard Stern podcast.
Can we just be honest? We're here as part of our probation, bro. Come on.
Well, I was trying to keep that on the DL.
We all got the little ankle monitors, and
I feel like Felon Ostrowski.
We wish we were at the Overlook Hotel, but instead we're here.
No,
we're over here.
But speaking of which, Mo is currently at the Stanley Hotel, the inspiration for The Shining, at least the theatrical version of it.
Is she actually sleeping there?
I do not know. I do not know.
I
heard that there's a possible seance tonight. So it's such a touristy thing to do.
That is a touristy thing to do. Good Lord.
Yeah.
I love saying that the movie Doctor Sleep is incredible too. It's like the sequel.
It is. I thoroughly enjoy. That dude did an impossible job. He made a sequel to The Shining, and he managed to merge the book aspects to it with the theatrical aspects of it. And I think he did a really good job.
Totally.
Yeah. Yes.
That's right. All work and no play makes Mo a dull girl.
Exactly. Well, you mean to end this whole Shining thing, but the Shining Hotel is actually the combination of 3 different hotels. The interior is a hotel in Yosemite. Then there's the one that was his inspiration for it. Then the Stanley Hotel was the other inspiration for it. And the exterior is one in Mount Shasta. Is the hotel, the one they use for the exterior.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Did they name it the Stanley Hotel after Stanley Kubrick, or that's just
no? You know what? That's a good question. I would want to say no, but I don't know.
The odds are pretty. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
So, needless to say, the Shining and conversations about The Shining are going to be a lot more mentally stimulating than the 24 clips that I have.
24.
24 clips that I got text message to me. Now, thank God you can sync your phone up with your computer, because otherwise I would have had no way of actually moving these things. I mean, it was absolutely mind numbing. Yes. What about Al? 24. 24. Yep.
And they're 5 minutes each, so we're going to be here long.
No, they're like 30, they're like 30 seconds. Some of them I could even cut off early.
Destroy your computer. Okay, we can't wait.
All right, so we might as well, the one thing that before I start playing them, the one thing I've noticed is now the show's starting later than ever. He has 2 minutes of delay, and he's starting at 7:02. Like the music doesn't start till 7:02.
Interesting.
So he's actually hitting the music at 7:00. And then yeah.
Oh, go ahead. No, he gets paid for the hours he put in, not when it starts, right? Technically, he can start like at 9 a.m.
Correct.
And as long as he puts in punches the clock, he's fine.
Yes. And today he ran long because he had Miss Dull Girl on, and he ran about 10 minutes long. So tomorrow should be an even shorter show than yesterday.
Oh, so it's like an accumulative thing.
That seems that way. It seems like he has like this sliding scale of hours needed to be worked.
It's like some schmo that works 40 hours at the fucking 7-Eleven. As long as he puts in the 40 hours, they don't care. Right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. So
he has 2 minutes. He has Great American Nightmare playing.
No. The Great American Nightmare starts at 7:02.
Wow.
Then it plays, and then he starts talking.
Okay.
Because he has 2 minutes. He has 2 minutes of delay built up in this show. 2 minutes on a podcast. Why? I have no idea why you need that much delay on a podcast.
You know, I was thinking of today of doing the intro with the Give Me More Howard Stern, that one broad that did that song.
Yes.
Was that the original? Was that before the intro before American Nightmare?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
It was right. It was. Okay.
And that jazz with that dun dun dun. I can't do it.
That was green.
Green jelly? No.
No, green
jelly.
Not green jelly. Oh God, I can't think of it. My brain's rotting from this show. Oh my God, I love that song too, and he's ruined the experience. Okay, so here is the incredible opening of the show with high energy.
Good morning. Planet X, yeah. Coming at you. I'm excited today. At the end of the show, Maren Morris will stop by and play us one of her new songs. She's got the band set up, and she will... I love that girl. I do. I think she's terrific.
Well, aren't we lucky that she'll just drop by and sing for us?
Yep. I love that song she does, Girl.
Yeah.
So, needless to say, once again, Howard, it's I. Robin, it's we. And, unfortunately, Maren Boredom didn't just come in and play a song. Maren Boredom came in and got a mini wiki. Why? I have no idea.
Do you think he knew who she was before? What?
He's interviewed her. He has interviewed her for 2 hours plus. He actually interviewed her by herself. And when she came in with the other broads doing the Highway Women or whatever.
Yeah.
Horrible band that no one remembers. And they were on for 2 hours, and she was speaking for at least 45 minutes of that 2 hours. So, I mean, he almost has 3 hours on this singer's life that we don't care about. And today showed there was nothing left to talk about with her.
She was memorable the last 2 times, for sure.
No, I don't remember anything about her and don't care. And her music is as forgettable as she
Why
is.
would she come back? Is it just Sirius made her?
I think she's a friend of the court at this point. And that's why. There's also probably maybe some tie-in with Sirius. But other than that, I can't think of anything.
Well, here's the thing. When you guys say, when they say that someone dropped by, it's like with Howard in Florida, the show in New York, and most of the people seem to Zoom call it. What does dropping by even mean anymore? You really need you need like a program, like at a freaking ball game. You need a scorecard. Like, okay, well, is she in LA? What's the, like, yeah, mix, whatever.
I have absolutely no idea where I don't know where she was. All I know is that she had 2 other people playing with her this new horrible song she has, but I have no idea if she was in New York. I don't know if she was in LA. I don't know if she was at home. Not a clue at all where she was. And honestly, the whole setup with it sounded like they were in 3 different locations.
At the end of the day, he didn't promote her till today, so this is a last minute thing for sure.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, and it was, not only was it a last minute thing, but it was one of those things where that he didn't do a lot of homework, and it shows.
Well, when does he?
Well, I mean, yeah, it was less than usual. And it was, and you could hear it later on, and when they do the Inquisition, it was bad. So so now they're all setting it up, and then they bring in Jan Hine, music expert, because Jan Hine's now a music expert now. He knows everything, Jan Hine. TV, movies, food, hair care products.
He knows how to apply a maxi pad.
He can do all these things. He's ubiquitous, and this is just a great exchange.
I don't know. Does she chart on the Billboard Top 40, or is she?
I don't know.
Strictly country.
John, is that a big hit song for Maren? I would think it should be.
It was a hit. It wasn't a huge hit, but it was definitely a hit. Yeah.
Ding, 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 ding. Very simple.
But does she cross over, John? Is she pop?
Yes. She loves country,
ranking?
but she does a bunch of different genres. She's like very chameleon-like in that way.
Yeah.
I have no words for this. I have no words.
He's just telling them what they want to hear.
First of all, if I didn't listen to this horrible show, I would have no idea who she is.
I have no idea who the fuck she is.
No, me neither.
I mean, she doesn't chart on country because I know people that listen to country. They don't know who she is. I mean, this and him just spouting bullshit about, oh yeah, she crosses over. Where? How? Who does she cross over with?
I read she does a lot of stuff in Nashville. So there's like a gazillion, musicians in Nashville. She's just one of many.
Maybe she's a really good basketball player. She can cross fools in the paint. Sorry.
And then she's a chameleon. She can change colors.
Absolutely.
That's what John Hines said. So they I mean, this is the beginning of the show because now it's on his mind. So what happens when it's on his mind? You keep going with it, right? Because it's on his mind. So we get a treat. We get him playing guitar. He gets to play the song Girl. Are we all excited? Tell me we're all excited.
Yay.
Yay. All right.
Sorry. Yeah, okay. I was going to say something.
What are you going to say?
No, it's something that would get us banned from YouTube, so it's all good.
I should be able to play that on guitar, shouldn't I?
I was wondering. I was saying,
I'm wondering too.
That.
Let's see. Excuse me for a second.
Do you know what notes and chords or whatever they are already?
Well, I got to figure it out. There you go. I got to go.
You.
Something like that. Yeah.
All right.
Dude, this is like some kid practicing his clarinet at a freaking bar mitzvah.
He just went ding, 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 dong, ding, ding, dong. Like, okay, great. You're great.
It's not a great piece of music. I mean, we're not, this isn't The Wall by Pink Floyd. I mean,
it's garbage to begin with. So like garbage in, garbage out.
Exactly. I mean, but what's the sad part is he's been practicing that. Seriously, he probably had the sheet music in front of him, and he's been practicing that because he probably found out yesterday afternoon. He's been practicing how to play that, and that's the best he can do. Off key, and absolutely without any emotion or feeling. It was great.
And he only has 4 notes that he's like, I did it. I did it.
This MFer thinks he's so interesting that literally, if he was like sitting there with one of those lice combs, taking the lice out of Gary's freaking chest, he thinks that would be entertainment.
He literally, the thing is, this whole push in the last year of guitar playing, even though he's been playing since the 80s, it is so absolutely curious. The timing of it, just the whole thing, like, because he really wants to be in that Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
No,
right? Am I wrong on that?
You know what? Honestly,
No.
I just think he's lazy. He doesn't want to, and he just doesn't want to produce anything that takes up his time. I mean, we can just harken back to the cum hat from last year. They
2 years
literally
ago.
wasted 9 months. Was it the year before? I don't know.
Mhm.
All the dates have blended at this point. It's just like he doesn't want anything. I mean, he just doesn't produce anything with entertaining, and he doesn't know what he wants to do. He doesn't know he wants to be a variety show. He wants to be a comedy show. He wants to be an interview show. I mean, what the hell? What the fuck is this
But
garbage?
I've gotten to the point that their meetings, he goes, "What's the worst thing we could think of to put on?" Yeah, that's what I agree with this. Yeah,
Babalouie Stern has to be trolling us.
Like you-
Yeah, I
like
guess
you-
so. At this point, it doesn't matter.
like you said, X. He knew everyone would hate the hat. He knew everyone hates October. Like the shit, it's just like he's finding the worst stuff. That's my opinion to put on.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and this. Let's never forget this. Didn't he browbeat SiriusXM to buying him into a guitar, so he wouldn't have to pay $750? Actually, it was a $6,000 guitar.
And yet, what's his name couldn't get a cab ride like that. I was thinking about that when you guys were talking about it.
Andy Cohen couldn't get a cab ride, but he got a $6,000 guitar.
That shows where they're still putting the money into this idiot.
Well, no, but he has a budget, and whatever's not spent, he keeps. Let's always
But
remember that.
he said he kept asking Sirius to get it for him. I thought.
Yeah, well, yeah, because
I thought it may be a separate, like he's asking for like a gift.
I think this is part of his budget, and just instead of I don't know, paying for cab fare.
He's just like he wants to be a little princess. He wants everybody to fawn over him and fulfill whatever stupid whim he has that moment. Like
how much? Yeah, go on.
Did he give up on the sketching that was on Dan's papers or?
Yeah,
that's whatever. That's long dead now.
Yeah.
That's with barbecuing, fishing, fishing. What was the other things? Photography. Oh, it's all with that now.
Yeah.
But the $8,000 guitar or whatever, is that the one he's always pulling out? We don't even know.
No, we don't. Also,
no, we don't.
It all sounds like garbage, so it doesn't.
So he might have used it once. Then he's like, "Great, this is mine," and walked away.
Pretty much, yes.
I got a new gift.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
So he's gonna kill us more of his scary musical knowledge that he's learned from his tutor. This speaks for itself.
Here you go. On the song Girl, I knew I was right. Capo on the first fret. Chords are C, B flat, A minor, and F. I don't use a capo.
Okay. What does a capo do when you're...
Capo changes your key. It changes your key.
I see.
You play the same chords, but it's a whole thing.
Who's sending him that information?
That's from his guitar teacher. and I've always heard it called a capo. And because what you do is that it actually attaches to the bridge of the guitar and actually lowers shortens the length of the strings, which in essence raises the pitch of the tone because you have shorter strings and it makes it higher. And that's why you use a capo, so you don't have to retune the guitar. But Mr. Genius there, who I guess doesn't have a capo, and which I don't understand why you wouldn't have one. I mean, you're supposed to be scary talented at this point.
And they're also like $9 on Amazon.
Exactly.
If that.
No, he's waiting for a free one.
He wants one. He wants John Mayer to send him one.
Oh, he probably already did.
This is the level. This is the level of work that we're getting from Howard at this point.
Dude, what have we been saying since last year? The second the American Nightmare's over, he goes into victory formation, bro.
Yes,
it's like he's the only football team that goes into victory formation in the first quarter of a fucking game. He just doesn't care.
I mean, honestly, every day is basically just a day to check off that I did a contract day. I mean, that's where we are at this point. It is literally where we are at this point. We are absolutely just kind of clock watching on a grand scale.
And also check off how many shows he has left.
He is essentially he's like Tom Hanks with Wilson the volleyball on a freaking on a beach island somewhere, just with the little rock on the cave, Just kind of, and you know what? We may be kind of like sarcastic about it, but it's the truth.
Yeah,
It's
No,
100% the
yeah.
truth. He's just counting out the days until he can go on vacation or whatever the hell he wants to do.
Yeah, well, the big thing is today he didn't have to try to stretch the show out because he had this guest coming in that he latched onto like a pit bull on a leg. I mean, he just literally wouldn't just let her come in, say a couple words, and then play the song and be out of there. He dragged her for damn near an hour for no apparent reason.
I wish she said, "Oh, I have to go."
No, she's happy someone's talking to her. Are you kidding me? Jesus Christ, there's no one else talking to her.
Dude, his show is literally the equivalent of those horrible directed VHS Olsen twin movies back in the 80s, where they literally like, what are they gonna do now? One of them finds a rock, and take the video. You know, the Olsen twins find a rock,
and those are more entertaining for sure,
bro. But that's the same mentality. It's like, you know what? We have a captive audience. It doesn't matter what we produce. People are gonna buy it, and at this point, whoever's still left on the sinking ship, they're going down. They're playing the freaking cello as the Titanic goes down, and nobody cares. They don't care. You know, it's literally the equivalent of something of a creative effort of something like this.
Number 2. Number 1. Number 2. About the same. Number 1 might be a tiny bit better. Number 3. Number 4. Number 3. 5. And 6.
That's literally the show. You're right.
It's literally the show.
That's literally the show.
And the setup for that was, it's like Stewie says to Ryan, like, oh, they've given up. Like, it's like when Jafar needs glasses or something like that. Like Disney just gives up. Just put up a VHS that anyway.
All right, so we get off the guitar, and then he had there was like a I forgot he can't he was talking about like all her things she was doing, all the different people she's worked with, and yeah, I hate that exam too, but I hate when they dilate my eyes even more. I got that
recently. It was yeah.
So he's getting. I think he's getting a little of the old timers here. So listen.
Yeah,
to me now. Yeah, hold on.
I've had all these years in radio. I've met all kind of people. I don't remember one event. I don't even remember what we did yesterday on the show, honestly. I mean, and I don't have the Alzheimer's, not yet. And it's like, I don't know how people remember details like this. Fa-fa-fooey's like that.
He has a very good memory, yes.
Wow. I mean, wow. I don't remember what we did yesterday. Well, most people don't actually.
No,
so don't feel bad. Don't feel bad.
Hands up, anybody who actually can remember what we talked about yesterday. I can't. I have no idea.
Oh, I know there was a victory lap for Pete. I know that.
Oh yeah.
I don't remember. I remember the victory lap.
But this is how he gets out of saying he's a racist or misogynist. Like, I don't remember yesterday. Yeah, sure you don't.
I don't remember.
That's actually too hip. What you actually like came up with a logical reason why, as opposed to the dude just like he's got Swiss cheese for a freaking brain. I mean, literally. Yeah, you're right. The Pete thing. Didn't the Pete thing look like one of those scoliosis films they showed you in junior high school?
Yes, actually, it actually looked like "Don't Do Drugs," the do drugs film, because this is what happens to you.
Oh, for sure.
Rick the electrician. If you ask him how much his mother's care cost in a month, he'll know exactly how much. Yes, down to the penny, absolutely down to the penny. He counts those marbles better than anybody. 71 years old, still has his mother and is bitter about it. Just let that set in for a second. So, once again, we have to have the weekly story of going to bed with Beefus. But this story gets a little weird because the Knicks were on last night, and Mr. Fake Knicks fan found out they actually won after the fact. And but the whole time frame of this and what he was going to watch instead of a Knicks game, 112% heterosexual.
That, and I'm waiting for my wife to come in, and I put on the Knicks game. I went, this is going to be stupid because the Celtics are so good. And the Knicks never win against the Celtics, and it's all over for them. And, of course, when I tuned in, they were losing by like 20 points or something. I go, well, this is a waste of fucking time. But then when my wife fell asleep on the John Hamm thing, I tuned over to the Knicks, and holy mackerel, I was like, they have that feature where they show you highlights, and I was like, oh, my God, I should have been watching this game.
You should have been watching the season.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, he actually went and said, when I don't watch, they do well. Well, dude, they haven't won a championship in 55 years. So you haven't watched ever. So obviously it doesn't matter.
Go on.
Do you think that he has one of those baby monitors so he can tell what his wife is doing?
Absolutely.
With the little LED indicator so that it's a visualization of sound.
Yes.
But by the way, Mr. Knicks fan, he has such a charmed life. He can get on a private plane, get to the game in a day, and they'll put him in the front row.
Correct.
Mr. Knicks fan for all these years.
There is literally no reason why he can't be in attendance to all the home Knicks games in the playoffs.
Absolutely.
Florida ain't that far away on a private jet.
No, it's 2 hours on a private jet. You can fly up there, fly to the game, fly back, and be time for that podcast.
Plenty of freaking time.
I mean, the best part though, he's going to watch that John Hamm show instead of watching the Knicks.
That was more important. Obviously.
That was more important. Well, he wanted to see John Hamm. It wasn't Beefus. It was him wanting to see John Hamm.
But remember, the Knicks players ignore him because of his color.
Absolutely.
Not because
they're racist.
And not because at this point they have no idea who the fuck he is.
I know. It's just he's some senile old white guy with a bad wig in the front row.
Exactly.
What is it? Dolan will do anything for him, though, and he doesn't care.
No, absolutely. He won't, though, because he doesn't give money to the charity anymore. He used giving money to the Garden of Dreams, and he stopped. He stopped 2019 or 2018.
Was that it?
Yeah, because that was a contest. He'd have listeners pay to come in and sit on the show like $50,000 to go to the Garden of Dreams. And then, of course, Mr. Schnurr, instead of that person who gave the money going to the next game, he went to the next game because he made
get
the
out of
donation.
here.
What a dirt! I mean, that is a dirtbag move. That is dirtbag. That is the dirtbag that Howard Stern truly is. He used other people's donations so he get front row tickets.
You know what? I bet that hustle somehow translated to the whole North Shore Animal League. That's why they milked. Remember, it was supposed to be. They started the give us money in the middle of the year, and it was supposed to be by Christmas. They were supposed to have the funds. Then, like literally, they took 9-10 years to declare that.
Yeah, roadways were built faster than that damn place.
Yeah,
he's probably just afraid anybody's going to sit behind him, and then they'll see what's going on with his hair and take photos.
Exactly.
Yeah. I also think that whole Taylor Swift thing traumatized him because he was person non grata when she was there. Like nobody gave two shits that Howard Stern was there. And remember how they sat there with those pusses on their faces?
Yes.
And what meanwhile, like freaking that long kid, Swift, and a couple other people, they were just having the time of their lives.
I think Amanda Steinfeld was there with her. Siegfried. Amanda Siegfried was there too, and literally they were like they were just completely ignoring because they didn't know who the hell they were. I mean, that's really what it was. It wasn't that they were discussing. It was literally these two freaks that are sitting here, and why are they here?
No, you don't think Taylor Swift knew to stay away from him?
I don't think she gives a shit.
I don't think she knew who he was.
Yeah, I don't think she cares.
Why would she know who he is? Honestly.
Yeah, she's only what? She's what, 30? She's what, 30 years old?
Yeah, she was an infant when he moved to Satellite, bro. So
I mean, she has no idea who he is. She doesn't need him either. I mean, and she played in Tampa, and she did three sellout shows at the Tampa Stadium. I mean, she doesn't need to talk to Howard about anything, and she won't. I actually I gave her props for staying away. Keep it going,
Dude. I remember when I was living in Miami, going to South Beach. Every during the weekend that is, there's always this dude that's as old as Howard is now. He would drive in on his Bugatti with like some trophy, and then like literally just sit there, just throw money, and that's what Howard looks like. He looks like this old kook with a lot of money, that's just that he can buy his way into wherever, and like there's no way anybody's gonna know who the hell he is at this point.
Am I wrong though? You guys might have mentioned one time that Taylor Swift gave money to Beth.
Yeah, she made like a $50,000 or something like that but the North Shore Animal League.
Oh,
exactly.
Okay. And she probably her staff did it. She probably has no idea.
Exactly. I mean, and $50,000 after her last tour, $50,000 to her was like finding change in the couch.
Oh, bro, that's it. That's kind of insulting to her, man. I think she literally made like $1.5 billion last year.
I know,
some crap like that.
Well, that's also the same thing with Warren Buffett buying Sirius stock. That's literally the change I had laying on the floor. Is like, fuck, we need to put this somewhere. Hey, let's buy that SiriusXM garbage. Okay, That sounds like an idea.
I still wish he didn't do that.
It's literally the equivalent of someone's kid bringing up one of those macaroni owls that you put on the refrigerator with a magnet. They're like, oh, look what Warren bought. Oh, this is so cute. Sirius stock. They put it on the refrigerator.
Oh, so all right. So now, it's so weird, the hidden commercials, because there was a couple today, and this was the first one. And I defy anyone here to have heard him talk about any of this before. But best of all, it's the misunderstanding of the star of the show.
My kind of show, and the show's fantastic. And like, Pierce Brosnan used to be like James Bond, and he wasn't like, I don't know, he wasn't on my radar. I didn't think much of him, but man, he plays the head Don, the capo, the tutti topo there, and he's really good in it. He's very convincing and angry.
I think now that he's not as handsome as he was as a young man, you can see what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's a good actor.
Yeah, I used to think that's a good point. I used to think of him as like a pretty boy, like.
Yeah.
Wow.
I never saw him as a boy.
No, a pretty boy.
Wait,
not even like a pretty boy.
Wasn't he Remington Steele?
Yes, he was. He was Remington Steele. That's why he wasn't James Bond originally after
and
Timothy Dalton or whatever.
Yeah, he was Timothy Dalton got him because he couldn't, because he was Remington Steele.
Exactly. Yeah, they wouldn't let him out of his contract.
Correct.
He got all bitter too, because
absolutely.
He was supposed to be and more important than that, he was that prince in the Sam J. Jones Flash Gordon, the Dino De Laurentiis.
Yes.
Remember when they were
Oh, Timothy?
Yeah, when he had to put they do that challenge where they put their hands inside that thing.
That scared the shit out of me as a kid.
Oh, yeah.
I love that Flash Gordon movie. We should do a Patreon with that Flash Gordon movie. We should. Oh, that is the greatest movie ever.
Dino De Laurentiis, bro. That guy was he's the only producer that made every movie on shrooms, bro. That guy was awesome, man. Flash.
Yeah, Queen come in and do the title score,
and it had that killer Queen soundtrack to it on top of it. And then I actually watched that like 6-7 months ago, because it was like on something, and I started watching it. It's like, my God, it's awful, but it's awful in a beautiful way.
Yes,
it really is. Yeah,
yes.
When he goes on that rocket cycle and he impales Ming at the end. Spoiler alert.
Purple blood.
Yeah, yes. Purple blood. Fool! My life is not for you to take or give.
Was that lead actor in anything else?
Yes, he was. He was a German actor. He always played a bad guy.
And he was in Ted, the original Ted. Remember?
Yes.
With him and
he was in Strange Brew.
Are doing lines. That's literally one of the funniest fucking things I've ever seen. It's like Tom J. Jones was his hero. He was his hero, and he invited him. He just shows up at the party, or he lived next door or something like that. And they start doing rails, and Sam J. Jones just goes on like this total rage.
Max Van Sydow. He was the villain in Strange Brew.
Oh, Max Van Sydow, whatever. He was in everything, dude.
Yeah, if there was a villain,
he was the
in
Exorcist.
The 70s or 80s movie, it was him.
He was the Exorcist, remember?
Yes.
Yeah, he was the Exorcist.
I mean, this guy was just absolutely.
His career is like, everything that Howard dreamed his career was going to be. I mean,
Exactly, and then some.
I mean, up until he died, he was still doing good movies.
Yeah, exactly.
I even think he was in the first like new Star Wars, right? Episode 9.
No, yeah, he was in one of the last 3 ones, unfortunately for him. But yeah,
9 or something.
I know, he was in The Force Awakens, I think.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he was in that one.
He gets
He
killed
wasn't
by
a good one.
what's his face?
Kylo Ren.
Kylo Ren. Yeah, Kylo Ren kills him. Yeah.
Yeah. Jesus.
Flash. He saved every one of us.
The funniest line was,
every one of us.
"This Ming's a psycho."
Yeah.
So, all right. So once again, because we had talked about
stuck in my head.
Once again,
Life
because
is on board. What plaything do you have for me today? An obscure body in the HK system, Your Majesty. The inhabitants refer to it as a planet Earth. Ding!
so, pardon. So he was on, because he was talking about the Knicks and all. He was talking about Spike Lee, who did not go to the Knicks game because he was at the Met Gala. He was at the Met Gala instead of going to the Knicks game, and Howard couldn't understand why he would go to the Met Gala being invited by Anna Wintour instead of seeing the Knicks game.
Don't you just love that Spike Lee is one of the only people left who still ignores him? Thank God.
Absolutely.
Respect to Spike.
And so, of course, we have Wig Vicious history on Malcolm X coming up because we have to change the narrative from 30 years ago.
Well, like I wouldn't be mad if someone liked some of my radio shows, as long as you like something. I don't know. I thought Malcolm X was a masterpiece. I mean, I loved it. So I would call myself a fan, but
you don't shy away from saying that just because he doesn't speak to you. You say that all the time.
I'm the better man.
Wow.
Wait, what? Why is he talking about Malcolm X?
Because that's like the movie he truly he insulted Spike Lee over Do the Right Thing and Malcolm X.
Yeah, but I mean, what brought that up? I mean,
because Spike Lee went to like I was setting up. Spike Lee went to the Met Gala instead of going to the Knicks game, and it made Howard remember how Spike Lee ignores him completely at the Knicks games. He won't even say hello to him. Won't even acknowledge his existence.
You know why? Because we didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us.
And Azores is
correct. That's the only thing I remember from that movie.
In his book, he called Malcolm X Malcolm Z's. Yes, he did. And it's in writing.
Gotcha.
And the thing is, he can't run away from his own book now. I mean, that's why it's so funny, the Wig Visionist history of just like, somebody everybody likes. I need him to like me too. But you said nasty things about him all through the 90s.
And Malcolm X is a snore. It's not a good movie.
Not a good movie. No.
It's way too long.
Yeah, way too long for sure.
Yeah, he was very much he was unfettered, so nobody could say no to him on that. So basically, it's like Lucas in the prequels. No one could say no, so you got Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah, you got to have that constructive criticism.
Yeah. Yes. So yeah, that was kind of embarrassing, honestly. To call it a masterpiece too. I mean, no one calls that movie a masterpiece.
But at this point, isn't it better just to save face and just say, you know what, fuck Spike Lee, instead of like trying to kiss his ass? What's the point?
Because he is somebody that is kind of has some prominence in Hollywood. Obviously has some prominence in pop because he got to go to the Met Gala, and Howard wants to be friends with all these people to try to fix his image.
Oh, okay.
Well,
that's kind of weird, though.
It is weird because, like, I think people don't really watch Spike Lee movies, and he's kind of like a fading, like a Woody Allen. Like, not many people watch them anymore. Am I wrong?
Yeah, at this point, it's over for him. But you know what? He did enough. He did enough in the '90s and early 2000s that he really doesn't have to do anything anymore.
Yeah. No, he did some great, incredible movies for sure,
and he was great in the Nike commercials.
Yeah.
But he's done enough.
Yeah.
So, all right. So now all right, we've gone through the super heterosexual section of this show. Unfortunately, this is a warning. We're going into the gay zone. We have Met Gala talk because it actually dominated the first half of this show. Dominated it. And JD comes in because JD is the harbinger of everything that is, good and wholesome and with taste. And he should be the man that rates women on how they look and how they're preparing, because he is that guy, right? I mean, he really is the guy that can. I'm just stalling because I'm getting the picture up. He's that guy that is absolutely he is who you should go to. See, because this man needs to tell us who dressed well and who looked good at the Met Gala. That is him right there in all his sexiness.
Do you know how Howard always thinks he's an artist, he's a painter? Do you think he knows that the Met Gala happens at the Metropolitan Museum of Art?
No, I don't think he has.
I don't think so either. Because he's never been there. Because he's not an artist.
No.
He knows nothing.
No, he is an imbecile. He is a moron. And you're going to love the first person that he decides that he wants to talk about at the Met Gala. This is just chef's kiss.
Bid. They spent all month preparing their outfit. I was a little disappointed in some people. The pictures you showed me, JD. Hunter Schafer, who I'm a big fan of.
Yeah.
She was just wearing like pants and a shirt. I mean, she usually shows some titty.
She was all covered up, man.
All covered up.
She's got a great body, and
show it off.
She likes to flaunt it. So
I didn't see a lot of that. A lot of flaunting. I saw a lot of cloth.
Okay, so
Oofa.
Yes, people wear cloth. Yes.
Let's remind who we're talking about. This guy. I mean, whatever. Yeah.
Does anybody care? Is it just me? Do anybody care about this person?
No, I can't find anyone except Howard that cares, and of course JD has to go along.
Nobody I know says a word, knows anything.
Nobody cares.
I don't know. I just don't know.
And that's I'm like, okay, great, but this is like the first thing on his mind, and it's just like, okay, great, dude, sure, all right. Yeah.
Was this person on a TV show? Like, I don't know.
I have no idea who this person is.
Who is this person again?
It's some guy
you felt X fell asleep.
No, bro. I'm looking at it. Looks like a mime on his way to work.
Exactly.
It is. Good point.
You're like,
yeah. So this is on Howard's mind, of course, because the Twinkie body, and of course JD has to go right along with it because you have to. You just have to.
But this is that Bud Light person, right? I mean,
no, it isn't Bud Light, but it's in that vein.
Okay.
So yeah. So that's Howard. That's up Howard's alley. First thing on his mind about the Met Gala.
Right
Good
on.
going, Howard. Good going. Yeah. So, oh, yeah. So
Did Beth ever go to it?
What?
Did Beth go?
No, Beth would run over kittens to go to that thing. You kidding me?
I mean, but did she ever Did they ever just drop the money and go? No, right?
No, not at all.
Wasn't Katie Lee Joe go to it or something? One of those?
Yeah, I think because
am I crazy?
I think because it made a donation and Anna Wintour, because she actually had stuff happening. She had a TV show and stuff.
Oh, okay. Well.
I mean, what does Beefus do? I mean, play with kittens and
no. I mean, she's got the black Amex. She could,
True, but you have to also be like relevant, and I mean, I don't think Beefus is relevant enough either.
Anna Wintour has no idea who Beth is. There's no
absolutely,
way.
Absolutely, positively no, not a clue. And Anna Wintour has absolutely no idea. No idea.
All she knows, Anna Wintour, all she knows is that Howard's disgusting. Probably that's it.
I mean, the only hunters I know is Hunter S. Thompson and Craven the Hunter. That's the only hunters I know, bro.
So, What would Howard wear if he actually went to go say next year? It would never happen, but he would wear something awful like he wore at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
He would call Johnny Barbados
Yep.
and tell him to get him some ill-fitted suit.
Exactly. Yeah, I just it's actually kind of embarrassing.
Yeah, like honestly, like they say, Cheech and Chong should be in that Rock and Roll Hall of Fame before Howard, and they did one song, right?
Yeah, but they knew everybody in it, and it was for their vein of music. It was it was culturally relevant.
But what I'm saying is they're never going to get like the Spinal Tap.
No, they won't. Even though they should be in before a lot of these other people.
Yeah, is Spinal Tap ever going to get in? I mean, if they put Howard in before the like. Before others, you know what I mean? It'd be crazy.
Yeah. So, of course, here we go. Here's the comedy part of the show because they have to mock JD because he left another I forgot what old actress off his list. So, of course, here's the comedy section of the show.
By the way, on our phone is Anne Hathaway, has a special message for JD.
Oh.
Yes, Miss Hathaway. What can we do for you?
Hi, I just wanted to thank JD for the constructive criticism. It's very helpful. Maybe I can spill some ketchup all over my shirt like you, JD, and then I could make it into your top 5. I really love being assessed by a guy with crumbs in his beard.
Well, I'll tell you what, Miss Hathaway, for what it's worth, JD did not put you in his top 5, but I always would. I'm very attracted to you.
Honorable mention for sure.
Oh, thank you so much, JD, for the honorable mention. Perhaps if I wore a Cincinnati Reds shirt, that might have pleased you. Sorry, my Oscar and I aren't good enough. Why don't you go fuck a rake, nerd? Okay?
Woo! Wow! Woo-hoo.
I like the ending.
It's almost like you had Gilbert in there.
Granted, it is low-hanging fruit. So,
yeah.
I'm surprised they didn't drop the dog and the peanut butter in that also.
She should have.
They actually should have. That actually would have made it a little bit funnier. But yeah, that was our comedy. That was our comedy segment of the show.
Woo!
Yeah, I know.
Slapper, bro.
And she needs to get an okay to do that, by the way. So obviously they're just messing with him and don't like him.
What do you think? Look at him.
Well,
look at him.
Here's the thing. Here's the genius of the Howard Stern show. Anne Hathaway was a pretty famous actress, right?
Yes.
Does anybody know what she sounds like?
Mm-mm.
No. She just sounds like an average chick, you know? I mean, she was in that. She was Catwoman. She was in all kinds of flicks. I couldn't tell you who the fuck she
just normal voice. Yeah.
Yeah. And fun fact, I got Anne Hathaway and I got on rode the Pirates of the Caribbean together. When she was still kind of an unknown after her first flick, the Princess Diary.
So did you make a move?
Oh no, she was a kid, dude.
Oh, I thought she was older.
The Princess Diary. No, she looked like at the time she looked like she was like 16, 17 at the most.
Oh, okay.
But she was there with her mom.
Oh,
she rode in front of us.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, whatever.
So Tonecat 89, $5. All right, the gayness is off the charts. I told you, I warned you this was coming.
Don't blame us.
It's gonna get gayer. Dennis, talk about carburetors or rack and pinion steering. For the love of God, set this ship straight. I'll
My nipples explode with the knife.
I can only do so much with what I'm given. But I did release a video today, so you can go there later.
It's like the Michael Keaton Batman movie where the Joker goes when the surgeon goes, look at these primitive tools I have to work with. That's us right now.
See, Jamie's there. I did give a heads up because I knew it was coming. I knew it, and it's gonna get much worse, much worse because we have more JD. And it doesn't get any better because you have Maren Morris at the end. All right, so we have you asked earlier about Beefus and the Met Gala. Well, shockingly,
yes.
Howard brought it up on the show. Shocking. So here's his thoughts on Beth and the Met Gala. If I can get the thing to come out, there we go. And
because Beth always says to me, "Oh, Beth loves fashion." She's like, "Oh, I would love to go to the Met Gala." I go, "Not with me, you wouldn't." Oh my God! I said, like I guess like I said yesterday, I'm like Bill Belichick. I'd be like, "Yeah, okay, if you want me to go to this thing, I'll go." Because you're hot and you fuck me. But please don't make me do it because it would just be horribly embarrassing to stand there while in my outfit.
Well, you could try doing what.
Wow.
I guaranteed he is called every year to try to get in it.
But what's really cute is that the fact that he thinks that Beth wants to go with him. There's no part of her that wants, if she were to get a ticket, would want to go with Howard. None.
And X
0.0.
He would wear a dress.
Oh, absolutely. Because he wants to be that pretty girl. But the thing is, Beefus likes fashion. My daughter likes fashion too, but she's she doesn't claim to be a model. I mean, that's hilarious. That this thing that he says literally the only qualification it has to go, is that it likes fashion. That's not a qualification. Literally,
you have to be a somebody in this planet.
Exactly. You don't just have to hand kittens to white people.
Or don't be so cheap bastards, because there's plenty of goons that go to that thing. They could easily drop a dime and eventually get a ticket to it. That's no problem. But they're just cheap. For as weird as it sounds, they're just cheap bastards. At least Howard is.
Oh, Howard is absolutely unbelievably cheap. It's actually very painful how cheap he is. I'm trying to figure out what charity he's giving to besides Beefus's charity.
I would like to think that Ann Winters wouldn't accept his check, by the way.
Probably wouldn't, because she probably somewhere along the line she doesn't like him.
I'm sure over the years he said she was a piece of crap or something.
Yeah. So, I can't imagine that. Here's Puzzle. Puzzle finally came to join us. That's good. And she came just in time because we have an interlude from the gala, and we're gonna have a talk about a spider invasion in his house. And this is unfortunately, still one of the gayest clips ever. Because, it's Howard, and it's a bug. So, feast your ears.
I almost got injured yesterday. I was rescuing a spider. So stupid.
Why was the spider in jeopardy?
The spider was in my house. He was an outdoor spider. Somehow he got in. And Beth got these things that you don't have to squash a bug. I'm one of those people that doesn't even want to kill a spider, like it's weird. I'm like, he's got a right to live. He's just trying to get outside probably. So she bought this thing. I wish I knew the name of it. It's the coolest thing ever. You put it down on the floor and then you can slide it, and the bug is now, and it's even got a magnifying glass. You can look at the bug and you can see what it is, and you don't have to hurt it. You don't have to pick it up with like a towel.
But what do you mean? You slide it and the bug doesn't run away?
I wish I could describe.
Just remember, this is a 71-year-old man in an 18,000 square foot mansion with staff everywhere.
Exactly.
And this is a story he makes up.
And
there's a little more to it.
This is the same person that wouldn't give a dime to Scott's wife who was dying of cancer, but they got enough money to buy magnifying glasses and little fancy boxes for spiders.
Oh, wait, there's more. It gets even better.
The fact they refer to it as an indoor spider as opposed
to what? Spider.
As opposed to the outdoor spider. What is it, a Parmesan?
Exactly.
Whatever the fuck they're called? The fuck? Really?
It's an indoor spider.
Exactly.
And he's in Florida, right?
Yes.
All of a sudden it's a Shih Tzu.
I would expect him to say like a snake or a gecko, like a spider. Okay.
Jesus.
Spider. Wait, there's more.
What this little capturing a bug device is, it's brilliant. And we even gave some to friends.
This is not a plug?
How do I describe this? It's impossible to describe, but it's the coolest thing ever.
Yeah. So wait, there's a part 2 to this, and then I'll show you. I'm going to show you what this incredible invention is. Because it is absolutely amazing that this almost billionaire, this is the content he's coming up with his show.
And it's see-through.
Yeah. The top is see-through with a little magnifier on top, so you can see everything about the bug. You can see his eyes, for Christ's sakes. So I had him in there, and I walked outside. It was so bright yesterday outside, the sunshine. I got I had to step up on a ledge to let him out, and then when I turned around I couldn't see below me, and I almost fell over off the ledge. And I was like, fuck, that could have been a disaster. I go to save a spider, and then I fuck myself up.
How much does he get paid each minute?
It's like $3,000 a minute.
Oh my God.
Here is this amazing invention. The humane bug catcher from PETA, from the PETA shop. It's $14.99. I mean, the big spender got these for his friends. If you're a compassionate person who wouldn't hurt a fly, and your motto is live and let live, even when it comes to tiny 6-leg uninvited house guests, then the humane bug catcher is for you. Complete with plastic sliding door, a housing to safely contain the insect, the bug catcher makes the transport from your home to outdoors simple.
You know what's great about this pretentious douche shit is, meanwhile, there's some kids in Bangladesh, 9-year-olds in Bangladesh, getting paid 20 cents a month to make these little freaking boxes.
Absolutely.
To make people feel better about saving a bug that literally a Kleenex you could use.
And in Bangladesh, this is their dinner, by the way.
Exactly.
Dude, you know, I literally do not kill spiders, but yeah, you just get a piece of tissue, get it, boom,
piece of cardboard. I mean, there's so many things you can do to pick up an insect and move it away if you don't want to hurt it. Because spiders, unless they're black widows, all right, cool, or brown recluse, those are the two I'll kill. The rest, I know you're going to be able to help me, so I'll put you out.
I live in San Diego, literally outside of my outdoor furniture. There's probably like a dozen black widows at any given time just in my back patio. Shit, you know, they don't give a fuck. They're not going to fuck with you. You'd have to be a real idiot to get hurt.
I don't know. I don't want to push my luck with that.
Well, I mean, it would have to be like really bad luck, you know. So it's like, don't fuck with them. They don't fuck with you. But like just regular spiders, little brown spiders, whatever, little tissue, pick it up.
Oh, absolutely.
Put it outside. Yeah.
And can they kill you? Those black widows?
They can f you up. They can ruin your day really quick.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean,
here we go.
Well,
none of your business. A PETA bug catcher and a popcorn tin under your tree will make any friend's Christmas a day of pure joy.
Absolutely. Literally. But and not to mention the forever plastics that are now in the environment because of those things. It's like it's so ridiculous so that anybody would. I mean, I can see maybe getting that for like a 6-year-old kid. You can go, trap some bugs and shit. Like, but what he's describing is just ridiculous.
Do you think it's slightly ridiculous for a 71-year-old almost billionaire to be moving bugs?
His spider catcher is that he slaps Consuela and says, "Get that fucking spider out of the room."
Andale.
Yeah, andale, or else I also say, I know you're MS-13 and I can drop a dime. So get that fucking spider out of my fucking house now.
So is that part of the script? Like somebody wrote this whole thing about this bug catcher?
There's a cat. Watch, we're gonna find it was Beth's friend's son that made this, or some shit like that. Watch, there's always a hustle. It's never it's never organic.
He watched Consuela do it, and that was the story. But the funny part, the other part that killed me, was that he said he got blinded. He got blinded going outside into the sun. And literally, he has the same amount of sun I do. We're like equal height on the Florida Peninsula.
Yes.
I go outside. I'm not blinded. I'm not dizzy. I literally can take steps. I go outside and come back in. I'm perfectly fine.
Dennis, but you're also not powder with a wig on, bro.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You guys have said he's allergic to the sun. Come on.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
like
it's
a vampire. Yeah.
Like yesterday, we're looking at his lawn, that manicured lawn, and we're like, how many times do you think he's ever been there? Probably once when they were doing a tour of the house when they bought it. He's never been out there since.
Also, if Beefus's brothers go out there, he's going to go out there and ogle them.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah,
He'll lay in the,
he's
he'll
gonna
lay in
just
the
keep-
grass.
He's just gonna keep dropping pencils in front of them. Hey, can you get that for me? Hey, can you get that for me? Hey, can you get that for me?
Exactly.
Hey, can you get that for me?
So, speaking of Florida, go ahead.
No, it's like he's right. He's literally like, remember Blade?
Yes.
And when every time they would kill a vampire, it would just explode. That's basically Howard at this point.
Correct. And that's actually a very good segue to this next clip, because you're not going to believe this. No, you're just not going to believe it. So I'm just going to play it.
Yeah.
Like me.
Naturally age.
Like, I don't wear shorts anymore. There's a reason. First of all,
Why don't you wear shorts?
He's in Florida. Right now, over there, it's 85 minimum during the day. 85. And he's wearing jeans outside. Just let that set in for a second. It's hot, and the sun is absolutely at the point now where it will burn you. You know, if you don't go outside all the time. It is literally like a hot lamp at McDonald's on top of French fries.
I bet, you know how he always wears like the same crap? I bet he smells like a mothball that's been stuck in a freaking dirty diaper or something.
Oh, that smell has got to be just
I guarantee
horrible.
you he's got funk.
Oh, absolutely. He has that old man. He has that old man funk.
And not to mention the DuPont industrial glue that he uses for that wig system.
Oh, that wig's got to stink.
Dude.
Oh,
I've done shows with sisters that have like the extensions and the
good
weaves,
Chilean
wigs. The weaves. And the thing is, because they have that thing, it takes forever to put those weaves on, and they can't take it off. So, but then the scalp sweats and it gets trapped nowhere to go. And you see them with like pencils or pens and just shoving it underneath, trying to shove it under the skin because it's so itchy. It's just so funky, dude. And that's Howard, dude. 100% that's Howard.
Yeah. G Canada, dead on. Retirement home smell.
Yeah. Retirement home smell like a week after they've all died during the zombie apocalypse, maybe.
Oh, I can't imagine him being out in Florida with like the jeans and that sweatshirt on, because he's like wearing that also, and it's like 85 degrees, exactly, 80% humidity. Wig.
When's the last time you've seen him with like just a t-shirt?
A t-shirt?
Just a t-shirt. Never, right? Not
been a long time. Been a long time.
Yeah, he always has that that Mr. French outfit from Family Affair and shit on. It's like,
what was he wearing when that guy was like screaming at him on the bike?
He was wearing a lot of clothes.
Yeah. He's got almost like a beekeeper outfit.
Yeah, I mean, he was wearing like full layer of clothes, and it had to be like 85 degrees that day.
It's literally one of those Patagonia North Shore jackets that you would wear for an expedition at Mount Everest.
So wait, the clip continues because this gets even better.
Anymore.
I haven't worn shorts. Beth just bought me some cargo shorts that actually look nice, but my legs used to be nice. But now first of all, I don't go out in the sun at all. So my legs are chicken white. That's number one. Number two, they have dots like a giraffe on them from all of the different cancerous things removed from my legs. You know, like those stupid
the scars
things you get. Yeah. And like for some reason, they leave a scar. Like I said to the dude, my dermatologist, I said, like, well, when's this going to fade? And he was like, well, the leg takes longer because it's the blood flow is further from the heart and everything. I was like, oh, well, but it's been 2 years. I mean, so I don't think they're getting any better. And then I don't know. Looks like I got some edema going too. Like, like I need compression socks.
Wow. The TikTokers love this. This is like
Absolutely.
TikTok heaven. They want more. They want to hear about edema and swelling of the legs.
He's just rambling about nothing.
Those are probably liver spots, aren't they? Is that what they used to call them?
It could be liver spots, or you could have melanomas or something, or you could just have moles and the doctor's just clowning them and just burning the moles off just because he can, because he's a hypochondriac. I mean, seriously.
He gets the cigarette lighter from his Maserati and just like, oh, here, come here, fucker.
Literally, just think about this. Like, he's such a veal. He's such a hypochondriac. These doctors just go, sure, whatever, and they'll just burn the mole off, and it's like never gonna be anything. But like, sure, why not? And so now he got all these things on his legs, which I can't understand because it wasn't like he lived in the sun like Beefus does, but he's like a cancer patient at this point. Sad. And the compression socks. I hope he wears compression socks and slippers or sandals because that's a sexy look.
And you know the doctor's coming, a house call, concierge doctor. It's all, only the best.
Well, I guess for this though, for dermatologists, I don't know if be a concierge doctor because that has to be done in office. So I can't imagine that's
He probably has a whole medical setup in his place.
Well, I mean, he's a big dude, and he like Kareem and those guys. Big dudes don't do so well when they get older,
They're like Great Danes.
Yeah,
they're literally like
falling
Great Danes.
off, literally.
Yeah. Oh yeah. What about Al? He's like, oh, I gotta select this because we're gonna go. Let me select this. What about Al thing? Because yes, maybe varicose veins too. Why not? Sure. So yes, once again, here's a warning. It's going to get very, very gay again because now JD is going to give us his top 5 fashion whatever, lookers, whatever from the Met Gala. I couldn't tell what it was because I couldn't understand mumbles. Mumbles just mumbled, and I have no idea. So the next 5 clips are very gay, extremely gay, and we're going to start with this one, and then I'm going to do this flash ooga. Yes. Oh, Blit and Ronnie. No, actually, we didn't even clip that. They actually was a whole Blit and Ronnie thing, and no, it's not happening. Where you going, Puzzle? No. So, and so here we go. JD with his important top 5 because he is a fashion king.
Top 5.
JD's top 5.
Got like a nice thick woman.
JD, what do you got for us?
These echoes. Where did these echoes? Asshole.
Is that what happens when a girl makes the top 5? You get that feeling? Is that how
sometimes, Robin? Yes, actually.
Who were you attracted to last night, JD? Don't drag this out. Number
5. Demi Moore. Listen, she looked great. I am a sucker for like when an outfit looks like something else. Like her outfit, and it works. Like her outfit was a tie, like a men's tie.
Okay, so this is what this genius. Let's look at Demi Moore. Out of all the women there, 5 best. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's like they let grandma out and they dressed her up. So, yay. It's like, whatever.
I'd rather hear anybody else on the staff than JD. Like, he has no intelligence about it. He doesn't know anything about fashion, like nothing.
No, he literally knows nothing.
He's a creep.
And he's a creep, but he's a creep at that. And he gets creepier. Don't worry. It gets creepier. Because this was just the opening salvo.
And that's what Howard wants, to ruin this kid's life when he's out, or not a kid anymore.
It's already ruined. What are you talking about?
But he's continuing.
The dog with the peanut butter basically made sure this guy's never getting hired anywhere ever again.
You're right.
Yeah, and I saw What About Al while we're like kind of babbling here. He asked about the Dreamsicle incident, a debate or whatever, because Robin. They were talking. I don't know if we clipped it or not. I don't think we did. But Robin was describing what a dreamsicle is, and Howard was debating her that she was wrong. There's one thing in life you don't do. You don't debate Robin over ice cream. Robin knows ice cream better than anyone else. He
should know that.
He damn well should know that. This woman lives for ice cream. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right, so here's number 4 of Mr. Creep's top 5.
JD's top 5.
I like them short and compact.
All right, who's number? What is number 4?
Number 4, Megan Thee Stallion.
Oh, Megan Thee Stallion.
You kidding me?
Like
Who? I literally wish I knew who this was, and I'll
He's
even
one
show
of
the
the big
picture.
booty
I don't know who
bros.
it is. What?
He's one of these big booty broads. She's got a gigantic ass.
Yeah, hold on. Let me see. Where am I in the clip? Okay.
And her career is like faded away, right? Or am I mistaken?
Yeah, wait,
No,
it's
that's
this
pretty accurate.
broad,
Yeah.
and you're right, Xavier. I mean,
She's got a gigantic ass.
Well, she's hiding it with that enormous fur. It's not a horrible outfit, though. She has legs like a linebacker.
How many polar bears did they kill for that?
Like 3.
Like at least 3.
Yeah. So So of course JD had to pick that because he picked her because of the giant booty ass, I guess. I mean, but you're right though. Is she even relevant? I have no idea.
No, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
Yeah,
like,
but
whatever.
Somebody tell us what her best song is. I have no idea. I'll take a listen.
Hollywood bombshells.
I can't. I don't even know anything about her. I just know she shows up at these things. She dresses nice, and there she goes. I don't know.
Is she like Nicki Minaj and Cardi B? I don't know.
I don't know.
I have not a clue. I didn't know. I actually even wrote it wrong in the listening thread because I thought it was V. It was something V Stallion, not D. Because I couldn't understand mumbles, so I had no idea. I'm like, I don't know who this is.
All this is them killing the clock. He knows that bringing JD in, he'll have some stupid opinion.
But yet he wants a new contract.
Killed an hour with it. Literally, he killed an hour with it.
Yeah, well, there you go.
In fact, when we didn't even clip. They had a 38-minute long commercial after the commercial break when this was over.
You know what's funny?
What?
What's funny is this is for the producers listening. Whenever you start a segment with JD, you should have this as the intro.
Bring out the Gimp. I think the Gimp's sleeping. Well, I guess you just have to go wake him up now, won't you?
Yep, exactly. So the thing is that we didn't clip any of the 38-minute commercial for the new Real Doll. They literally had Ronnie and Mehmet go to the Real Doll factory in Las Vegas because now they have Real Doll AI and did a full breakdown of the new product and the pricing and everything. Seriously, it was 38 minutes from like a little after like 8:10 to like 8:48. It was literally all about the Real Doll being made in Las Vegas.
So they paid for Mehmet to get on a plane and do this?
Correct.
Wow. Okay.
Well, it was a commercial for the Real Doll. Literally, it was a commercial for the Real Doll. And we just didn't clip it because it was actually kind of embarrassing. First of all, they're talking Real Doll in 2025, and second of all, it was a commercial.
Remember in the olden days, I think they all like used it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right. Yes,
they did. They used it because he actually brings that up before that he used the vagina. Ronnie did the ass and Fred did the mouth.
And then somebody
and then Gary cleaned it up.
Yeah, or somebody used it even after that. It was pretty disgusting.
Yeah, everything about it was vile. But that show doesn't exist anymore. Yeah. So now we just had an advertisement for the Real Doll for 38 minutes. And it was unabashed an advertisement. You know, with people from the factory describing all the technology.
And without visuals, right?
Without visual, because it's an audio podcast.
Yeah.
Wait, hey, Brizzle, you're saying it was scrubbed? I don't think it was scrubbed. This is a full-on commercial. There's no way it's scrubbed.
Was Jackie there still with that whole thing? We'd have to check.
No, I think Artie.
After
Jackie. Artie.
Yeah, I think it was with Artie.
Yeah, because the Real Doll was after Jackie.
Yes. So okay, so Here we go with number 3, and it's always somebody just like Demi Moore, somebody that's always on the list because he has to have her on the list. Sabrina Carpenter.
Speaking of short and compact, probably the hottest. She is my hottest female celebrity currently. Number 3, Sabrina Carpenter.
Wow.
Her legs in this outfit, just like, I mean, they just look great.
You would really.
All right, let's take a look at these legs that JD is so he's unable to speak. I mean, is everybody else getting tongue-tied staring at Sabrina Carpenter? Please, please.
Like every other broad that you see at the mall.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, are you getting? I mean, are you just getting like dizzy? I'm just unable to speak or form a sentence. Yeah, she honestly looks like she's getting ready to do Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus.
I think she needs to get a restraining order against JD from the sound of it.
I think so too, but I'm looking at this going, oh, okay. I mean, she's not horrible looking, but the way
looks like a dime a dozen.
Yeah, exactly. I could go to the mall in Tampa, throw a rock, and definitely hit somebody prettier than her. I mean, she's a fidget, which is okay. A little spinner, that's fine. But
no, she's fine. She's
fine, but it's like, I mean, go on and on gushing. It's like, it's a little much, guy. Jesus.
I mean, she's got too much makeup on, too much fake blonde hair.
There's a lot going on, and then she's wearing the Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus outfit.
I'm not sure about this.
Yeah,
she looks like one of those Siegfried and Roy assistants.
Exactly.
Go get Montague.
Look, Montague. Oh no, Montague is just playing.
How funny was that?
It was awesome.
Yeah. What are the odds of a tiger trying to eat a human being?
Oh my God.
Who would have ever seen that coming?
Nobody saw it coming.
They're both passed away, right?
Yes, they're both gone now.
The last one died recently.
Yeah, I can't tell you if it was Siegfried or Roy. No, not a clue. So we continue with this really pervy kind of discussion.
You make love to her, right? I mean, you would do
and she listen. I've seen some of her concert videos. Like, she's very sort of a little sexual with her dancing and stuff. I mean, she can move.
God, he's so creepy.
Yeah,
that is as creepy as it gets.
Dude. Yeah.
That is creepy because I watched a video of her. I didn't necessarily find her sexy, and I mean she's okay, but I mean, like, the way he's going on and on, it's like, she's no. Oh, thanks, Azores. All right.
Now we know. We all learn. We're smarter than when we were when we started.
Yes, now I know, and I'll forget that.
Yeah, ask me tomorrow. I will go.
I will have forgotten that ever happened.
Yeah.
If any girl sees JD at a bar, they should just run.
Oh, I think that's what they do now. What are you talking about? They know he has absolutely no prospects, no future, and he's gross.
Or just maybe potentially dangerous.
And dangerous. So
yeah, but you know what though? It serves him right for stopping at a truck stop.
Actually, you're right. He, a lot lizard would probably pass on him too. So, so here we go. He getting to the top two. So finally, it's just kind of strange that all of a sudden this one is on their radar after we mentioned multiple times that she was not on his radar. It's very, very weird. So here is.
So this Tony's going to announce number 2. Go ahead, JD.
Number 2. She was one of the first people on the red carpet. Carpet. She was one of the first people on the carpet. She lasted through the whole night as one of the best looks. Sydney Sweeney. She had like some slight cleavage going on in the dress. The makeup looked great. She had like sex eyes.
Okay. So they hadn't noticed her till we brought up that he didn't know. Like, when they asked him to mention a hot girl, he mentioned Hunter Schafer, and forgot that he actually didn't know this girl existed, because this is Sydney Sweeney. I'll actually make it bigger. because that's Sydney Sweeney, who is the in girl right now. I mean,
She
she's
is the
gorgeous,
it girl for sure.
but she's gorgeous. I mean,
Oh yeah.
Can she act? Don't know. Don't care. But she's the girl, and she looks really good there. But she wasn't number one. It's kind of so. Is everybody waiting with bated breath to what this Cro-Magnon picked as number one? This fleshy mess of a human being. What he picked as number one, considering that this is number two. Who was there that was better than Sydney Sweeney? Let's find out.
All right, here we go. Joan, here it is. Everyone's waiting to hear the number one woman at the Met Gala in terms of JD.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. We clipped out the horrible Joan Rivers impersonation done by Jamie with absolutely no material. Not only is it a bad impersonation, she has no material. Seriously, nothing. So here's number one.
His opinion. Go ahead.
This is number one look. All right, number one look.
Number one look.
This may be a surprise to some, may not be a surprise to some. Joe Burrow, Bengals quarterback.
Joe Burrow. What?
Yes, he picked a dude. He picked John Burrow. And how did John Burrow look? That he was so stunning, so absolutely had the greatest look of the night. How did he look? What did this fleshy? This is Joe Burrow. He looks like he went into the Salvation Army and found a suit, and then out of the dumpster, and then he put it on and he went to the show.
Oh wait, that's Joe Burrow.
Yeah,
I didn't recognize him without him throwing an interception.
Joe Burrow.
What was the reasoning? It just doesn't make any sense.
There is no reasoning.
Other than to please the boss.
To please the boss.
Does JD think this is funny or
I guess so.
Make any sense or
I have no idea. I literally gave up trying to figure out this segment because the segment, first of all, you have Mr. Fleshy doing it, and then Mr. Fleshy picks the quarterback from the football team that he likes, who dressed like he literally has his father's suit on. I mean, that is the most ill-fitting thing outside a Howard suit I've ever seen in my entire life.
But he was supposed to pick 5 women. I mean, I don't understand.
I don't know. I don't know. Shane M. Yes, with his LSU taggers for $10. Hello, guys. This is a nice, relaxing show. I may or may not be attending a live event this weekend where one podcast is going to provide evidence, another podcast ate semen.
Okay.
Okay. I know it's not any of my podcast. Good God.
And I'm assuming it's not like Godzilla eating like the Navy or something. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah, so let's continue with this incredible clip. Let's see.
Cincinnati Bengals.
My Bengals quarterback, my king.
Your king. Who's your king? Joe Burrow. I pay your bills around here. King of all
my
barely.
Guy. You're my guy. He's my king.
All right.
For years, the Cincinnati Bengals have been not a very good team. They've been made fun of, a laughing stock. Players haven't been able to play for them. Now they have respect. They're contenders. They're a good team.
Not last year.
And so much more respect now that our quarterback is at one of the biggest celebrity events in the world. Joe Burrow, I love you.
What?
Wow. I almost have no words for that.
Great segment.
I mean, JD added nothing except killing time. And yes, Tone Coat. Wait. Yes, Tone Coat. Even JD can make pro football. JD definitely can make pro football gay. I mean, this was terrible. I mean, and today's show was like, I mean, Andy Cohen would look at this going, damn, it's a little too gay.
Yeah.
Seriously. Like,
I don't know why Andy doesn't call him out at all. It's just weird. I wish he would.
Well, Andy likes being passive aggressive. I think it's more fun for Andy to be passive aggressive with Howard than to actually be straight on with him. I think it's more fun for him to passive aggressive with him.
But he was getting super pissed last.
Last week. He's done with the bullshit.
He keeps coming back. I wish he wouldn't.
Yeah,
I would love to see JD go up to Joe Burrow and say, "Hey, I think you're good looking," just to see the teeth being smashed into the back of his skull.
He'd get decked for sure.
Oh, absolutely. Yes,
yeah.
John Doe. I didn't know this. They were below 500 and missed the playoffs. Yeah, that's right. That's something to be very proud of, I guess.
Yeah, they were. I think they were 9-8. They were pretty close. They were pretty horrible last year.
Exactly. Speaking of horrible, you know what we were missing so far for today?
What?
You know what we were missing? We were missing a victory lap. Oh my God! Here is a victory lap. We came back from the commercial, and guess what? Victory lap. And what a victory lap for? Well, you wouldn't believe it, because what was on yesterday's show? Really nothing. But here we go.
It's not me saying it. God bless the SiriusXM app. Oh, look at that. Oh, my God, Howard. As if listening to the Medicated Pete stripping bit wasn't hilarious enough, watching him bust those moves had me laughing so hard I cried. Andy Cohn was such a good sport, and I hereby declare Medicated Pete a national treasure. So,
yeah, you heard that right. He actually wants Medicated Pete declared a national treasure. Did everybody comment at once?
Oh, bro, it's killing me, man. This is how Noriega must have felt when he was stuck in that embassy.
Absolutely.
I think we just want him to go. Medicated Pete to just go away. Just go
yeah,
away.
But
we hate you.
But there'll be a victory lap tomorrow for Medicated Pete, and there's going to be a victory lap tomorrow for the Real Doll segment, and there's going to be a victory lap tomorrow for JD, and there's going to be a victory lap from tomorrow for people that were never fans of Maren Morris but heard Maren Morris talking on the show today, and they have to now.
Yeah, go see her in concert, buy every record,
because
worship her.
Because she is everything and everything to them now, because he introduced them to
country music,
and that she is such a life-changing story. She's a life-changing. Damn, I can't find it. She's a life-changing things. You know, her life-changing story, and life-changing songs. She's
life-changing force to people. Yeah,
absolutely. But instead, before we even get to Maren Morris, guess who called in? Our favorite pack of Marlboro Reds called in, Jill. And I was looking for the picture that we usually use her. I can't find it. Damn it. So, but here
the cougar one.
Yes.
That's
somebody put it on. I think the thread.
I did. I put it on the. Oh yeah, that's right. It's on the thread, isn't it? I guess we could take a second, because we need the visual. We need the visual of Jill coming in and spreading all her incredible deep thoughts on life and, you know, the world that we live in. Yes, this lady, Jill. So Jill calls in, and it's almost amazing that she called in, and there's an entire segment that was set up from her phone call.
What are the odds?
Yo, I read a shit story this morning, and it made me think of you guys. You want to hear it?
Sure.
Yo, so this Pennsylvania woman, she's like facing multiple charges after police say she admitted to defecating on the hood of another person's car during a road rage dispute. And what's great is she doesn't have any regrets. She doesn't even give a shit. Pun intended.
Wow. Yeah,
They're
that's
dubbing
pretty
her
violent.
the Delco pooper, dude. She told authorities that it was a clean poop and she didn't even require toilet paper. Like, I need to see this video. Supposedly it's on Instagram, so I'm just giving you guys the heads up if you want to see it.
Guys, don't worry. She's going to end up like Apples and Balls and Jim from Raleigh. She's going to get kicked away soon, too. Don't worry.
Oh, thank God. I mean, but Jesus, you know, that was all prepared for her. I mean, literally, because then not only did they have They had the news story. They had stuff from the newspapers. They had all sorts of stuff set up right after, and it was on. Oh, well, I love it. It's once again old Chinese food for the Stern Show. It was on last week. Nice, another week-old story from the Stern Show. Yeah, so that literally this is what we have gotten at this point. We basically get set up phone calls that set up bits that no one gave a shit about, and give in stories that no one cares about that are a week old.
And people on Reddit hate her, by the way.
Oh, well, what is not to like about her? Come on, you don't like the shroomies? You don't like the trip on the shroomies?
So corny, bro.
She's definitely corny.
It's so corny, bro.
Hey, look who's here! It's the micromanager. No.
We miss you.
Yeah, we do miss you. This is hard. I can't just be wacky sidekick. I actually have to think. Mushies. I'm sorry. It was mushies. Pardon me, Al. Did you have the poop video? No. And because we have 24 clips, no.
Are we only on number 5 right now?
No, we have like a few left, and I don't really need to. I don't need this. I saw a picture of the poop. I don't need the video. I don't need to know what this broad looks like. I don't care. Does anyone else care? Does anyone else care what this broad looked like? That crap on the hood of a car.
No, not really.
Who said that?
Who said that? Who said that? Oh, dear Lord. Yeah. So, yeah. So as we move further into hell, actually toward the end of hell, we only have, guys, we only have 3 clips left.
Wow.
But unfortunately, all 3 clips are Maren Morris. And Maren Morris is the most self-important singer in all of music. She can tell you herself.
I still have no idea who that is.
I know, but let her enlighten us with her deep thoughts and like stall while my computer doesn't want to load this damn thing.
If Howard cared about music, he would have been talking all week about Soundgarden and White Stripes. You know, the stuff from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Like, does he put any of it on ever? No,
he never has.
No, he puts on this person.
Oh wow, look at this, Jeremy with 999 to the goal, and then Ida and Greenfield 1999.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Holy mackerel! And of course, for some reason,
we love you.
Yeah. Some reason, this video, this does not want to play. I don't know why. I guess, you know what? Even StreamYard might be like ready to like die on us because of this. It literally is giving me errors when I try to.
We want to hear it. We want to hear it.
I want to hear it too, but I don't know how else to play it. Wait, could
Number 2. Number 1. Number 2.
Can I actually drop it into a? I'm going to try to drop it into a browser.
Yes.
Oh my God.
All right, so let's see if that works.
Please, God.
You can hear that?
Not yet.
No.
Okay, good. You will be able to. Thank God. Okay, great. I got it. Okay. All right, so here we go. This is the deep thoughts of Maren Morris.
Uh-oh. We can't hear it.
Oh, you can't hear it?
No.
Damn it. Janet. Oh, hold on. Let me see. Do. Talks amongst you. Yeah. I have no idea why this doesn't want to play. It literally hates me.
We'll let you play the second one.
Well, what do you say, girls? What do you say? Are we all going to get married?
All of us?
All of us.
But that's bigamy.
Yes, and it's big of me, too. It's big of all of us. Let's be big for a change.
Okay, so it will let me play the second ponderous clip of Maren Morris. Because you're going to miss... See, the thing is, you're missing the process. The first one is all the process. He literally spent 30 minutes on the process with her.
Maybe once you do the second one, the first one will like clear.
Or it won't play at all. Okay. But let's try.
A studio. And I would record vocals for the demo. I would record all my harmonies and put down whatever guitars for the demo. And then like a friend or person I'm writing with will add everything else. And then I have almost like a full demo that sounds like it could be on the record. So I was really familiar with a recording studio by the time I was signed to a major label. But yeah, I mean, there are a lot of people, and I feel for these sort of TikTok stars that maybe just write these songs and record these videos in their room and they're airing it all out. And it might go viral or it might be a huge hit, but they don't know how to be in a studio yet or on stage. And
I have no idea.
This is like
what the fuck she just said.
Ponderous, man. Ponderous.
Play it. I'll delay. Yeah.
I guess she was.
Boy, this is fucking ponderous, man. Ponderous, fucking ponderous.
She supposedly feels for people who can't. They're great, but they won't make it.
I guess, but no, because she's special. She's so perfectly scary, talented that she can go into a studio straight off and was ready to actually just be a star. That's what she was basically saying. They're not as good as she is. She literally is a person that is acting like she is owed the world and yet hasn't done a damn thing to deserve it.
Yeah, and she didn't. Just run on sentence. She didn't breathe for 2 minutes. I guess. Yeah.
Oh my God, you're right. Holy crap! The previous one worked. It's okay if they're out of order because this is
like, who cares?
This is gold. You couldn't tell if they're out of order because listen to this.
It's like 5 songs that all are tackling the same subject. And I go through the 5 and I'm like, which one perfectly and in the most emotional way encapsulates this feeling? Because these other 4 aren't as succinct or what have you. It just depends. I mean, it's all like my decision. So sometimes I wonder about bands, how they sort of fine tune and get down to the 13 songs for the album. Because with me, it's my writing. And yes, I work with co-writers and producers and musicians to make that final product. But I have to be the one that has the red pen at the end of the day.
Holy
so she doesn't write her own music. She doesn't write her own music. She doesn't write her own lyrics. What does she do?
No, she writes her own music. That what she's talking about. She can't play any other instruments, but even though she can't play other instruments and she can't do it, she still is the one that has the final say because she wrote the music.
When she has like 3 bombs in a row of albums, she's not gonna have the final say anymore.
What do you mean have? She already has. I mean, she won mediocre hit. I don't know how long ago, Girl. I mean, she literally is a nobody. Everybody in the chat is asking who the hell she is. I still don't know who she is. All I know is she's been on Stern 3 times.
I'm not joking. I have no idea who the F she is.
And
chat, help us.
The best of all, though, is during the early part of the Inquisition he was doing. He was talking about doing when you have when you do writing credits and when you have publishing, and literally making it like if you have the writing and publishing for a song that you're going to be flat out broke living in a cardboard box. Last time I looked there, Howard, if you own the publishing to a song, that's where the money is. Because that guy that what's that one song? Like a lot of one-hit wonders that wrote their song. live off that one song for the rest of their lives.
Why is he saying the opposite of what's truth? I don't.
Because he's stupid. He doesn't understand publishing at all. He really doesn't understand publishing.
That's all these people want is the publishing.
Exactly. And she literally, was writing songs for other people. And I'm like, okay. And making it sound like she was literally living in a cardboard box. Yes, that's it. That's what hey, this guy read my mind. Mike McGann reads my mind. That's kind of scary. It was Spirit in the Sky. Ermin Birmgarten. He wrote that song. He was making like 6 figures a year off that song because he would just license it to any movie or whatever, and they would play it.
Absolutely.
And he literally, Norman Greenbaum, he literally would write. He would literally make a full living just on that one song. Didn't have to work another day in his life.
Wasn't Lady Gaga and Sia? They were first songwriters and gave other songs to. Yeah, and then that's how they made their money. I don't know what he's talking about.
I mean,
he's an idiot.
I mean, there's like what's that one group? A tag team with Whoop There It Is.
Yep,
bro. I mean, they probably make a couple mil a year just off that stupid song.
Off that stupid song.
Yeah.
What's the name of that group? Whoop There It Is.
Tag team.
Tag team.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, here's Radio Gunk with facts. I hate this. Girl was 2019, so it's 6 years ago. Six years ago.
I still don't even know what that song is.
But you shouldn't know. It's
honestly,
not for us. It's not for us.
Yeah.
It's not for us. I don't know who it's for, but it's not for us.
Yeah.
But I mean, do you see how ponderous this broad is? I mean, this is ponderous. I mean, she absolutely her shit doesn't stink, according to her. You know, everything in this world's designed for her to do well.
And everything, anybody who goes in the show, their stuff turns to shit. So this woman, she should have never went on.
Yeah, exactly. But she was on for 45 minutes. And
45 minutes.
45 minutes.
Well, maybe tag team wasn't available today, man. What the fuck?
It would have been a better interview.
Relevant.
Yeah.
It would have been a way better interview.
Oh, this is why she's always on. Yes, we always know that.
Yeah.
She has to. She tosses a coin in the morning, hair pie or balls across the nose. That's an old dice line. You might as well use it.
Yeah, well. Wow.
All right. Here's the end of this shit show. Here it comes. Everybody ready for the excitement? Yeah, I can tell. All right.
We're doing obviously like the U.S., a little bit of Canada. I'll be in New York, L.A., all in between. We announced UK and Europe, which I've not gotten to tour since before COVID, so I'm excited to go back over there.
When are you in New York?
Oh my God!
You know offhand?
I feel like
You
it's
probably
towards
don't
the
know.
end of the U.S. date, so I would say like September. I need to look.
September. I need to see that. Wow. And Eric and Erica will be with you on stage. They'll be doing this. Yeah,
we'll have
very
the whole family, the whole band on that one.
Very good.
Yeah.
Well, you listen, you're terrific. You know, I think the world of you. Here, Maren, on SiriusXM's Y2 Country, Channel 79 as well. Dreamsicle is the album, and that song is called Too Good. Great seeing you, Maren. Thanks
You
for
too,
doing
Howard,
this.
as always.
It's great way to end the show. Thank you.
Thanks.
And we'll see you guys later. Bye.
That's how the show ended. That is literally how the show ended.
God awful, bro.
And then he goes into a horrible live read for I forgot it was maybe it was Steven Singer. It's just the live reads have gotten worse and worse. Like the lack of effort is becoming just glaring at
no.
this point.
That implies that there is an effort. There is no effort anymore.
No.
That one yesterday, Robin singing, that was insane.
Yeah. When I first heard, that's why I told Monique to clip it, because I heard this and went, "Oh my God, what the hell is going on?" Out of nowhere, she just starts singing. It's like,
Well, you know, they say the brain does weird things right before death.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, I had a fart, so I muted.
None your business. Howard's dreamsicle is in the pants of any Thai ladyboy. Absolutely. Yeah.
Absolutely. Spot on.
Sky Spectre saying it was fun again. Thanks for the laughs.
You're welcome.
All right. So does anybody else have anything to add before I add stuff?
No.
I guess,
I know it's meant to-
like I said, hopefully next week he's off.
Now he'll be on.
But I know you guys have a show tomorrow.
Yeah, unfortunately, yes.
This must be how that dude that fell out of Pittsburgh stadium thing and landed on the field must feel like.
Yeah, exactly. Except at least his stuff ended after one quick thing. You know what I mean?
At least he has movement in his extremities.
Exactly. Because as this year goes on, yeah.
He was reaching for a ball, right?
I have no idea.
I have no idea either. I know
he looked like he
fell.
just dived. I mean, the videos I've seen.
Oh no!
It just looked like he just kind of flopped.
Because I feel like people have died at ballparks trying to get the ball and they fall, over the edge.
Oops.
Oh yeah, that happens all the time.
Absolutely. Oh well.
Yeah.
Oopsie. So all right. So I thank Mr. Judy Tenuta. I thank
You're
Mr.
welcome.
Whiskers, and this is of course me, Dennis Jackie Chair, with my my little side project, DJ's Classic Garage. I do have a video out. I have to plug myself. I have a video just came out.
Plug away.
I just did a thing on 4, maybe 5 classic cars from the muscle car era that actually are affordable. So this is some in-depth analysis. Go over and take a look at that if you want to go get a car. I want to tell somebody to get a car. And of course, this Thursday I have a live, and there will be no gay stuff like this. We'll be talking carburetors and things of that nature. So yeah. And as always, thank you all for in the chat. You all made me laugh just as much as the other guys here, because the Stern Show didn't make me laugh. And as always, we will see you domani. And bye.
Thanks for hanging with us tonight. Please join us for any discussion at radiogunk.com in the forum section. Follow us on Instagram or Twitter at Radio Gunk. And don't forget to like this and subscribe to us and hit that little bell so that you know when we're going to have a new show. Thanks.